Yo, what's going on, people? This video is exactly how you're going to basically quit your job and start traveling the world within 6 months now. I was able to do this within about 2 months of starting, what I'm going to tell you in a second. But this video is for you if you're absolutely just done with your 9 to 5 stuff, done with the 9 to 5 life, the waking up, the going to work, the coming back home, watching YouTube, and then going back to sleep and repeating. If you're done with that, then watch this video. But listen, if you're comfortable in your 9 to 5, you enjoy it, you like your co-workers, you seem like you could do that for the rest of your entire life, then bro, stick to that, man. This video is not for you. Hop off the video and continue life and watch another Mr. Beast video, you know. But listen, the first question is, why do you actually want to quit your job, you know? Why do you feel like you need to quit your job? Is it you have a way better goal, you have a way better life plan, you see way more for yourself, or what is it? Like, what's your actual reason? Because that's going to push you. If you have a North Star, you have a vision, if you have pains and desires, then you're going to be able to do the thing that nobody else is willing to do. Because if it was easy, right, nobody would be working 9 to 5 jobs. If this was easy, nobody would be working at Tesco, nobody would be working at a warehouse, nobody would be working at a corporate sales job, nobody would be working any sort of 9 to 5 job. They'd all be traveling the world. You know, they'd all be living luxury lifestyles, living in the high echelons of life. You know, going to Monaco, going to Paris, um, going to Morocco, all of these, like Dubai, this sort of places. You know, people would be traveling all the time, living the high echelon lifestyle. But people aren't doing that because they don't have a good enough reason to do that, and that's really the main thing. People are too comfortable with the life they're living, so they're not willing to change it. You have to have the willingness to do this. And what is actually stopping you? Because this is also going to allow me to understand the time frame and allow you yourself to understand the time frame it's going to take you. What is stopping you from just quitting right now and sending online income, going to Thailand or Jamaica or Puerto Rico or Colombia or Bali, one of these places, and just sending online income? What's stopping you? Do you have a lack of savings? Do you have stuff you need to take care of? Do you have car loans? Do you have, a car? What's stopping you from just sending it right now? And you need to kind of make a plan to have no attachment to where you are now, so you have every reason to just go. You need to at least have 3 to 5K saved. You need to at least, do just make sure you have like a plan, a goal list. Make a goal list now. What do you need right now in order to fly off to Thailand, set a base, and just work for 3 to 5 to 6 months? What do you need? And for me, all that was around 3 to 5K saved with an online income, so I can actually just keep the cash flow coming in, and I don't have to worry about running out of savings like a lot of people that travel to Thailand and Bali do. Because traveling the world with cash flow is always better than traveling on savings. Even moving to a new place and just doing stuff on with cash flow is way better than just doing something with savings, because you have that consistent income. You know the next month you're gonna get paid no matter what. So you can just full send online business with cash flow, right? With savings, it's going to be a little bit harder, but you're going to be in that burn the boats mindset either way. So it doesn't matter as long as you're able to do it, and as long as you have the right mindset, which is burn the boats and just fuck it and do it, then you're going to be good, man. But you also need to understand what the right side hustle is for you. And I highly recommend, if you're a good speaker, if you're very charismatic, if you know how to speak to people, if you're naturally just like a confident person, and you want to do this as quickly as possible, because high ticket sales, right, you can learn that over a long period of time. But if you already have these back end stuff, these back end like sales tactics that are just ingrained in your system, like being confident, like being charismatic, then you can get very good at remote sales within about 2 to 3 weeks of just intensive learning. So I do highly recommend remote sales if you're that type of person, right? And now the roadmap that I was able to take, which does include remote sales, and it is a very good side hustle. And if you want to watch more, learn more, then watch this video. We're mainly going to be talking about remote sales. You can do copywriting, you can do affiliate marketing, you can do drop shipping, you can do Amazon FBA. They all work, and they all will make you money. They all will work. It's just about how much time and effort you have to put into something. With remote sales and appointment setting or closing, you can put 4 to 5 hours per day into it and still make a lot of money. Within 2 weeks, you can learn how to get sales, whether that's appointment setting or whether that's closing. I do closing right now, but I did start with appointment setting. And both of them I did part time. Both of them, I still have a full time job right now. I still have to wait until next month until I'm able to just fuck off to Thailand. But yeah, you can do this stuff while still working full time. How do I know? Because I've done it myself, and I'm doing it myself currently speaking right now. I had a call about 1 hour ago, closed them, because I'm a G. But like within 2 months, 2 weeks, you can learn how to take sales and get a full time or part time job as long as you're dedicated to this stuff, as long as you know that. Listen, the path of you doing what you need to do has already happened, has already been set. You just need to walk the path and have the right mindset, and you will get to your goals. Have that mindset, and you'll be able to do anything in life. Like you can learn everything you know about remote closing within 1 to 2 weeks of intensive learning. So you just do intensive learning. Make sure that you're watching back mock calls. Make sure that you're listening to audiobooks. Make sure that you're understanding remote sales on a deeper level. And you have a very simple framework that you can work off of, and you practice in my Discord. Oh, just join the Discord, lads. It's a free Discord. It's got sales guys in there. It's got a free course in there. You can just watch the entire course and understand how to get sales jobs, how to find part-time sales jobs, how to frame yourself online, how to build up your personal brand, how to actually do remote closing, and I'll give you all of my scripts and all of my frameworks and stuff, so you're able to practice in the mock call channels. Just type in the general chat, yo, who wants to do mock calls, and just start practicing calls with somebody until you're decent enough for remote closing within about 1 to 2 weeks. I'll break down your calls for you, all of that stuff. I'm going to help you as much as possible. I've got weekly coaching in there as well, so you can just join up, do some weekly coaching with me, and you'll just get to your goals way quicker if you're on a Discord and a community of people that are all trying to do the same thing, right? Which is, earn online income and travel the world. That's the main thing about the Discord. You want to earn online income and move to a place like Bali or Thailand. That's the main thing about the Discord. If you don't want to do that, then I'm sure you can find somebody else and find someone else that has a different sort of goal. Because there's a whole bunch of people that I'm niche down to that. So I only want people that want to actually travel the world, want to actually do some cool shit, build up accolades, build up stories, build up their personality, build up their character, and do stuff that's uncomfortable. I don't want people that are money nerds that sit at home and do fuck all day and want to just earn remote closing so they can carry on sitting at home and doing fuck all day. But listen, get a part-time closing role outside of your working hours, and for 1 month, right? For 1 or 2 months, work, sleep. Go to work, come back home, work even more on remote closing, sleep, and repeat. On repeat. You might need to find an appointment setting role just to get the ball rolling at first, because appointment setting is very, very entry level, extremely entry level. In fact, as long as you have a good profile and you message about 100 people a day, you're gonna find a remote closing role. Appointment setting, no, I mean appointment setting role. Remote closing, especially part time, is going to be a little bit more difficult. But I've got all the strategies for that, lads. I've done it myself personally. I've got all the strategies for that. If you want to find a part time remote closing role, especially entry level and with no experience, then join up the Discord. Ask me a couple questions. I'll be able to get you on board. I'll be able to show you how it all works on the one-on-one weekly calls and how I was able to do it. I can also make a video on that as well. It's not too difficult. But once you've saved around 3 to 5k USD by doing the whole thing, and that means outside of your Airbnb and outside of your flights. But once you've saved 3 to 5 USD extra, set up base in Thailand for at least 2 months. Now you have to do for 2 months because you need to get a return flight and you have to have the Airbnb for the 2 months. But after that, and you can get a free 60-day visa. That's why I'm saying 2 months, because you get a free 60-day visa as long as you have a return flight, as long as you can show that you have an Airbnb booked. You can't just go to. I don't think you can do that anymore. I don't think you can just go to Thailand randomly and with a one-way ticket and just hope for the best. They want to see. There's a whole bunch of people that have tried that, and a whole bunch of people have had a bunch of problems for Thailand. So I think they're trying to fix that, and I think you have to have something booked, like a place to stay booked, and you have to have a return flight. But as long as you go there with that, they'll stamp you 60-day visa for free. You can just go in there and do whatever you want to for tourism reasons or whatever. But we're actually going there to remote work. I don't know about that still. Hope the IRS isn't watching my shit. Nah, they're not. Should be good. But I shouldn't be dropping all these tactics on YouTube like this, boys. But yeah, document the entire process as well. You want to document the whole process of you working all day and going to sleep and repeating and trying to save up that money, stack up that income. However that is for you. Maybe for me, yeah, I'm gonna do this no matter what mindset. So before I even found that remote closing role, and before I was doing that, I was also signing up to Deliveroo, Uber Eats, all of this stuff, and I was gonna just Deliveroo on the weekends and make sure I stack up all that money because, bro, you can make £400 within 3 days of Deliverooing on the weekends. My boy does it, so I'm not speaking out of my ass. I know somebody that makes £400 on the weekends at least, purely delivering. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna work. I'm gonna save up enough money to just go out to Thailand and just live there for a bit while I focus on my remote income. But even better, I found a remote closing role part time. And now I'm actually building up my sales skills so I can actually go there and have a better time when I'm there and have an easier time and have a more free flowing time. So there's always a path. The path will show itself to you. And just take the best path you can possibly take and just position yourself to get the best path by not blocking your blessings. People join up the sales thing that I'm working for right now, right? And they don't do what we say. They don't do like, okay, this is what you need to do to get to your goals. So they're like, oh, this isn't working for me. And bro, you haven't done any of the steps. So of course this isn't going to work for you. It's not magic, you know. It's not flipping wizardry. You actually have to do the steps. So document the whole process. Document the whole process. Show exactly how you got to your goals. So when you actually get to Thailand, you have a whole bunch of videos and you have a whole bunch of testimonials and you have a whole bunch of like just activity on your profile and on your feed. So when you do go for these higher echelon roles, these 10k per month roles, you'll smash it and you'll actually get the job interview and people will actually want to speak to you because people are already bonding with you. You know, you might actually get job positions just purely from your videos. You never know, but now you will be forced to become a better version of yourself because you've thrown yourself out of your comfort zone. You're documenting the whole journey, so you're keeping yourself accountable. You're making sure to basically every single day you have to. You go into a new area and go into a place like Thailand or Bali, right? You have to now become a new person. You're in a new environment. You have to cultivate a new mindset, cultivate a new behavior system, cultivate a new just action steps you need to do every single day. You're in a completely new area, completely new everything. You can build up your style, maybe build up your style, build up your environment, build up your network, have good people around you that are also like minded. Bro, the world is your oyster right now. You're absolutely completely free and out of the matrix for at least 2 months, and you just have to do everything possible to make this work within that 2 months. Like, okay, you do have a flight you can come back to, but completely forget about that flight, bro. That flight does not exist to you anymore. You have to have a burn the boats mindset, and you have to make sure to get to that position that you want to get to. You have the whole process documented, so you're keeping yourself accountable, and you have a whole bunch of videos that you can show people when you're trying to get job interviews. So finding one of those top-notch remote sales jobs will be 10 times easier, and you can start making some decent money just from remote closing alone. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you why you want to actually transition out of remote closing as well. But like, we're trying to go from 9 to 5 to absolute fucking G. Remote closing is just the vehicle to that. I should have probably stated that beforehand. But yeah, you should have at least 1 to 2 testimonials by this point, and you should definitely leverage your personal brand by this point. And yeah, you'll see great opportunities. Great opportunities will start to present themselves to you because now you're the person that gets great opportunities. This is how things work, lads. And yeah, you have 2 uninterrupted months, like I was talking about before, where you can just basically get to your monthly recurring revenue goals. And yeah, don't think about your return flight because it's dead to you. Simple. We're getting to the last bullet points, but these ones are the juiciest ones. These ones are the juiciest ones. Make sure every single day you're spending the first 4 hours of the day, because listen, Thailand, right? You're in a location where you have at least 4 hours beforehand where you're awake and nobody else in the UK is awake or nobody else in America is awake. You might have to wake up a little bit later if you are in the US. Maybe wake up at like 2 p.m. or something and just work until like 3 or 4 a.m. But if you're in the UK, you can literally wake up at any time and just make sure you're awake until around 2 a.m. because that's around 8 or 9 p.m. in the UK. So 2 a.m. in Thailand will be around 8 or 9 p.m. in the UK. And that's usually where all the calls stop. But obviously some might go a bit longer, so you might have to change that a little bit. But work stuff out, man. Bro, you're here to escape the matrix. It's not going to be easy. Work something out, lads. Don't be a pussy. But yeah, but make sure at the start of the day you're awake and nobody else is awake. You have all of this time to focus all of your energy into spending the first 4 hours of your day laser focused on your primary income goal. So because you're in Thailand, right? Because you have now this crazy amount of remote sales skills and remote sales opportunities and stuff. Now you're closing people and you're speaking to people on a day-to-day basis. You know their pains, and you know you're in the sales mindset. You can sell anything at this point. Let's say you have a passion of Muay Thai, you have a passion of gym, or you have a passion of boxing, or you have a passion of surfing, or you have a passion of adventuring or something like that. You can package up your own offer and sell that off and build a personal brand around that offer and do whatever. You can transition into anything at this point. You can become a business owner now and do something around your personal brand, because your personal brand is just you. Do something around your interests and your goals, and you can package that off and sell that off for high ticket. You know you can sell high ticket because you're selling high ticket on a day-to-day basis. So why can't you sell high ticket for yourself? Sell high ticket for yourself, and yeah, earn a lot of money, guys, and remove yourself from your business and just start living the life. Go to Dubai, living the high echelon life now, because Thailand's like in between that, right? It's not low echelon like UK and flipping. I know, like UK is definitely not high echelon, unless you're like central London living it rich. Well, you need to try and get to the high echelon life, and Thailand and Bali is definitely the best place to do that because it's super cheap. You have a lot of time freedom. You have good weather. You can build a good mindset. You can build a new character. So that's why I highly recommend this roadmap specifically, and it will get you there very quickly. And this is not Hamza video. This is not me pretending to be Hamza, or trying to do some like self improvement, how to change your life within 6 months. Make sure to breathe. Make sure to meditate. No, lads. Okay, all that stuff is good. Breathing, meditation, gym. But okay, that's gonna make you a strong person, strong-minded person, and strong-bodied person, able-bodied person. Now you have to apply that to something to then reach your actual goals. You can't just breathe your way to 10k per month. You can't just breathe your way to 100k per month, 200k per month. You can't. I mean, you probably can if you sell a flipping breathing course, but that's now a business. You have to put yourself into business. Do stuff that's gonna allow you to make a lot of money. So yeah, stuff like that. Make sure to. No hate Hamza in that. It's very his videos are sick, but this is actual tangible roadmap advice. You can do this. You can actually do this. You can find a remote job that's outside of your working hours, so you don't have to do some craziness. You can find an appointment setting job, so you can actually work during your actual work hours, just sending messages on your phone, appointment setting for people, and stacking up money that way. And from there, you can just go to Thailand and live out your life and do stuff that's actually cool, and also earn an online income and stack up money and build up your accolades and stories, while also building up your personal brand and stories and stories twice. But you get the point, lads. You get what I'm trying to say. This is how you build a new mindset and become a new person, and become the person that's able to make 200, 300, 400k per month, if that's what your goals are. Maybe your goal is just to earn 5 to 10k per month living in Thailand your entire life. Bro, that's still better than living in the UK with 9k per month. Well, I think 9k would be pretty nice, but that's still better than living in the UK in general. In general. So, yeah. You want to build something greater, right? You want to build something that you're passionate about, and now you're in Thailand. You have no limitations. You've probably built a good network by this point. You've probably got a lot of people around you at this point that are also doing some cool shit. You're probably speaking fluently on camera. You're probably building a personal brand by this point. You probably have a couple of followers, a couple of people watching you. You have sales skills as well. You have communication skills. You can sell high ticket. So now you're in a perfect position, and you have the perfect storm to build up your own thing and do your own thing and start your own business. So that's the roadmap. That's how you go from 9 to 5 to absolute G, and use remote closing as the vehicle to do that. That's how I see it. And if you see that same thing, and you feel like I could help you work one on one, watch some of my videos. Watch me training a couple people. That's like for free as well. I'm doing that stuff for free. They're not paying me for that. I'm just doing that for fun, for my purposes and getting better. And that's what I can do for you in a way better manner. I'll actually go all out. Like if you feel like this is a bit too difficult for you, and maybe it's a bit too scary, and maybe you're not in the right mindset to do this on your own, join on my Discord first and try. And if you still feel that way, book in that one-on-one call with me, bro, and we'll actually just make sure this happens. But I only work with people that are genuinely wanting to do this, and I will do anything in their way to get to this point. And I'm only working with people that have funds to invest in themselves as well. It's not cheap, and it's not for broke people. It's for people that actually have like 9 to 5s. I can genuinely help you go from 9 to 5 to absolute G with this roadmap. This is the roadmap. So yeah, man, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to get into remote closing, join up my free Discord. It's got a full course in there, and I do one-to-one train, not one-to-one training. I do group calls on Fridays. So I'll help you. I'll just show you like how I did it, and yeah, you can ask me some questions. I'll answer them. I'll just make your path as easy as possible. That Discord is for like younger me's that were trying to do this as well, that don't have enough money to invest in themselves, or maybe they want to invest in themselves, but want to see like how everything is at first and see if it's for them. Join up some mock calls, try it, practice it. If you're good at it, then yeah, man, we'll go from there. But hopefully you enjoyed that video. Peace.